How's it going, everyone? I just wanted to quickly go over some build ideas that I have for some characters for the upcoming Ultimatum League. And these will be specifically for solo self-found hardcore because that's what I will be playing. Now, I don't know if these builds are going to be great or anything, they're just suggestions, and these aren't going to be build guides. And I just want to clarify that before actually jumping in. So when I first saw Exsanguinate, my mind immediately went to Trickster. They can easily scale damage over time. They have access to Ghost Dance and Escape Artist for extra tankiness. You can build the character as low life and ES using Corrupted Soul. And since you're building your character this way, you can path down to the Scion wheel and also path over to Glancing Blows for max block. Perhaps one of the better things about League starting with this build is that there are no unique items required for it. And another idea I was thinking about was possibly trying out Reap and scaling crit and crit multiplier with the new cruelty support, but I'm not entirely sure that's really all that good for solo self-found, and I think you would be better off using Exsanguinate with the Unleash support. Using Unleash with Exsanguinate is perfect because it gives you the 3 stacks of the damage over time debuff immediately. So here's a basic mock-up of what I might do for my League start Exsanguinate build with Trickster. You can see that I get the skill effect duration nodes where I can, and actually with all the ones that you grab on the tree and the one in your Ascendancy, you're at almost 100% skill effect duration. I wouldn't recommend looking at this and copying it right now because this is all subject to change, but this is probably what I'll be going with when I start the league. Okay, on to a build idea that I thought would be a little bit more fun. It might not be solo self-found hardcore friendly, but I think it could be good if given the right items. This is a Chieftain Reap build, and I would be converting all the hit damage to fire and scaling specifically the hit damage. Because as far as I'm aware, it's not possible to convert the physical damage over time to fire. The best things about playing a Chieftain is just the overall tankiness. You get endurance charges, physical damage taken as fire, and loads of life regen. And you could use a staff if you wanted to for crit and block. I haven't put a ton of thought into this build, it's just another idea that initially jumped out at me when I saw these abilities. I would like to see your thoughts on the Chieftain Reap idea in the comments below. And lastly, we have the Gladiator. I actually think that the Gladiator could work really well for all 3 abilities, mostly just because it's in such a good position on the skill tree. It has access to all the new nodes added into this patch specifically for these skills. It can easily get max block. If you wanted to, you could do hybrid physical damage over time with bleed damage. And it's just overall flexible, meaning you could pick between a lot of the new abilities and probably not have to change too much on your tree to make them work. One of the biggest downsides I see for playing Gladiator is just having to travel to the Pain Attunement node if you choose to go low life. And just some last considerations here. I've considered doing a Champion Impale build as my League starter, but now after seeing Corrupting Fever, it might be interesting to see whether or not each hit from the spikes of Perforate could stack 1 stack of Corrupting Fever. Meaning if you had 7 to 9 spikes coming out, you could stack a lot of Corrupting Fevers on one enemy really quickly. I have a feeling it doesn't work this way, but it could be really interesting if it does. And that about wraps it up. Let me know in the comments what builds you guys are thinking of League starting with. Also, make sure to keep an eye out for more Path of Exile videos from me in the near future. And don't forget to follow me over on Twitch where I'll be streaming this upcoming league. If you liked this video or found it helpful, make sure to let me know by giving it a thumbs up. And be sure to subscribe for more gaming related content.